to Suck Campground. This is our site. We are at B3. What I wanted to show you was how close it's windy. My earrings are going crazy. How close we are to the dam, the lock and dam there. If the dam is open and there's water coming through, then you get a bit of a breeze. I don't think I'm making that up. Also, the sound of it, the sound of the water rushing through is nice. It's like being on the back deck of a cruise ship, is what it sounds like. It's like having a sound machine all night, which is really nice. This is one of my favorite campgrounds in Arkansas for a couple of reasons. One is because it's on the Arkansas River. It's right here next to the Suck Lock and Dam. Also, this is one of the best, most well-maintained Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds that you're gonna find. Not all Army Corps of Engineer campgrounds are like this. When you camp here, they have all of these jetties that create these pools, and there's some really good fishing in there. Obviously, you can fish in the river on the other side of the jetties as well, but we like to fish in these pools because the water's calmer. And we're not fishing for dinner, we're really not. We're just trying to get something to bite. We got here just in time to see the long-nosed gar spawning. It was crazy. It was hundreds, if not thousands, of gar right next to the dam. Like, I've never, aside from being at like a fish hatchery, I've never seen so many fish in one location. Anyway, it's like 8:15 and I have to cook dinner, so I'm gonna do that. We have some things planned for tomorrow. It might rain. Some things we can do in the rain. We'll see. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It rained all night last night, and when we got up this morning, our site was flooded. We have this nice concrete pad. A lot of campgrounds just have crusher dust. It's nice to have the concrete, but they lined it with these landscape blocks, so it kind of makes a pool. But thankfully it's very windy out here and it dried up pretty quickly. Do you want to say hello?
Hello.
I think your hat has cotton.
Bugs?
No, take it off.
Oh, some kind of
spider web.
Spider built up. But last night, the wind before the storm, plus the sound of the water rushing out of the dam was like, I don't know, it's just really awesome when you can come out here at night and see the moon on the river and hear the water and just the strong breeze. I feel like you're by the ocean. I
trudged across to the bathhouse this morning, the shower house, to take a shower, and there's no sidewalk. There's the shower house. And the only way to get there logically from here is through all this wet grass. Otherwise you have to walk clear around the, like, toward the playground. Anyway, I got it done. So I have fresh hair. We are headed into town. We're going to go to O'Malley's Irish pub and eat, and are we gonna go to Cadron Creek Settlement after that?
If the rain holds off, it's supposed to rain again later. And we have been watching a Baltimore Oriole nest next to the river. We were unaware of how they built a hanging nest off of branches, which is incredible. And so the mother has been coming and feeding the babies in this large hanging sack that hangs down from the branch. That's how they make their nest. It's pretty amazing. We looked it up when we saw it and learned all about it. We're gonna check out some things in town if the rain holds out, like Cadron Creek Settlement. I want to go over to the actual Suck ferry that used to come across the Arkansas River before the bridge got here. It's parked over there, and there's actually a plaque, we think, somewhere in this campground for the old Suck Tavern. We'll just see what we can find. We're at O'Malley's and I got stew. This is Irish stew and a side salad.
And then we also got fish and chips. What is this called? Bangers and mash. A Dublin burger and cottage pie. O'Malley's is great. The atmosphere is fantastic. It's like going to Cheers.
I had the bangers and mash. I wanted to get something that seemed authentically Irish. Bangers and mash, of course, is sausage links, mashed potatoes, came with vegetables and toast.
And?
It was very good. And you got the Irish stew, I think. So we tried to get a variety of true Irish food.
You're like the master of meat, though, so.
I love anything that was once walking around.
You're terrible.
But like you said, the vibe in there, very chill, very relaxed. Definitely recommend it.
You know what I just noticed? You didn't unfold your mirror.
I will do that. We don't have fancy auto mirrors. We must fold them in if we want them not to get hit in the parking lot.
Get out there, man.
There we go. We're ready to roll.
We are at Cadron Settlement Park. We've never been here before. I think the cabin that I've seen online is somewhere else, but Google brought us to this overlook, so we're gonna check it out because it's starting to rain.
There's a barge coming up the river.
Oh, there is. This is the Arkansas River, and way over there is a barge coming. So we're camping at Suck, which is that way. Over here. This would be pretty on a blue sky day. The rain is really picking up. We're gonna go try to find that settlement real quick before it's a total washout. Oh, I guess I ought to let him in.
So, to the right? Or just
Yeah, I think it's to the right. Oh, what a pretty bridge. That's
There
what I
we go.
saw online.
Okay.
We have parked down here somewhere.
Is there more than one building? Oh, this is a boat park.
Is this a boat ramp?
Yep.
Ooh, how pretty.
Okay. But look at that big tractor out there.
Are this is what they dredge with?
Probably. See, it's like a, you know, a track hoe on like a floating.
So we're
Trying to get.
we're up here by Conway. And it looks like
We're a little bit, you know, west because we're on the riverside.
we're in it.
Well, we are trying to get pictures of the settlement, the building. We're waiting on a break in the rain long enough to take a photo of it.
It's just right up the hill.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Maybe taking a rainy
It's
picture
raining.
with an umbrella.
That's okay. I can take a picture with the umbrella. Here we go. In the rain. Trying to see what in the world this is. Over here is sand. I guess what they dredged up out of the river. The sidewalk is slippery.
We have our umbrella.
It says Trail of Tears Historic Route. You can move your umbrella. We see it. Okay, apparently this is a block house. It's a replica of a structure that was built on this site in the late 18th century.
French trappers, early settlers. It says the original was built, I don't know if you said that, in
18th century?
late, yeah, but that's 17 something, right? Like 1780s or 90s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know what that is. Is that like a well with a weird cover over it? Looks like a pizza oven,
It does.
but I don't think that's what it is.
Oh, when the Osage were on a warpath, the settlers used this blockhouse as a place for refuge.
Oh. I wonder why there's a door up high.
No
These
idea.
are little windows, I'm assuming for shutters. That looks like a door. Maybe it's just another window. Let's go over here and check out the pizza oven.
Yeah.
It is an oven. I doubt it's a pizza oven.
You just mean because it looks like it has fire brick?
Yeah, if I can get it to focus in there. Yeah. There's fire brick in there and Ashes.
Maybe it was to bake bread.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a bread oven. Definitely wasn't pizza. We're gonna see if we can open the window shutter. Yeah. Ah, nope. Nope, nope, nope. And this is locked. The fur trappers locked it before they left. Clearly.
Nice lock it had.
Didn't know master lock was that old.
Confederate forces used Cadron as a base in the war's early years, and Union troops were here after taking Little Rock in September 1863. The site was valuable for the saw and grist mills nearby, the telegraph line that ran to Little Rock, and the ferry, though that was destroyed by October 1864. Union troops were stationed at Cadron in 1864 and 65, stockpiling supplies for soldiers operating against Confederate troops and guerrillas in the region and watching for movements of troops toward Missouri. Hundreds of Confederates surrendered here in 1865. We really needed 2 umbrellas. We're trying to keep both of us and the camera out of the rain with one, and we only had one in the truck. So we need to have more on hand for such things.
We never have 2 umbrellas. So we have to walk like this everywhere we go. Isn't this nice?
Oh, here's some trees helping right now. Wet
All right,
today, very
let's
wet.
go back to the truck. I wanted proof that you left me under a tree and took the umbrella. Good morning. It's not raining today. I think it rained overnight. Didn't it, babe?
Yeah.
At least I know that when we got up this morning, we were not camping in a pond like yesterday. The campsite drained. It's mostly dry. It's also getting quite hot quickly. Steamy. We're gonna go for a walk because I want to take a picture by the Toad Suck Park sign, and I'm gonna take you down to see the lock and dam because it's a perfectly sunny day. There have been a lot of people fishing today. Maybe we can see if they catch something. This campground is different because to get here, if you're coming from the east, you drive over the dam, and then it's really weird because you have to turn right into the Toad Suck one-stop gas station, make a pretty tight right-hand turn, and then you come underneath the dam, or underneath the bridge, I mean, to get in here.
And people
So it doesn't look quite right.
People who haven't been here often don't really understand where to turn. I don't think there's even a sign once you get to there's one before, but not when you get to the gas station. You do have to kind of go into the gas station parking lot, kind of.
Google will bring you straight here. It just doesn't look like you're going in the right place. There's also a really awesome playground. Nice shady playground and swings for the kids. This is the exact spot where we were last spring, and there were gar spawning everywhere. I think they were long-nosed gar, but this place was just covered in them. And the fishermen here were fishing, but they were trying to fish underneath them for catfish, apparently. It feels like a burning sauna out here in the sun. I don't know what the actual temperature is.
Well, it's only gonna get in the 80s today.
Yeah, it's only, okay, so it's only gonna get in the 80s today.
Humid.
But gosh, it's hot. And this is like, you know, in August, to have an 80-degree day would be amazing. So it's only gonna get worse. I'm just gonna start complaining now. We're on a quest to find this old Toad Suck Tavern plaque, and there are supposed to be some Trail of Tears signage. We saw the pictures on Google. I've never seen them in real life. Ooh. Somebody smashed the back of their car. Here's the sign, which it's in the shadow, so it's kind of hard to see. But it talks about how the low water levels in the rivers presented one of the biggest challenges on the Trail of Tears water route, which is part of the reason why Toad Suck got its name, because of the low water areas or sucks, and toads would gather here. If you take a look, I have an entire video about how the lock and dams here in Arkansas work. I did a video with the Arkansas Army Corps of Engineers at the Ormond Lock and Dam in Morrilton near Petit Jean Mountain. We toured it above, all over. We went down under it and they explained how it works. It's a really cool video, so take a look at that. We found a massive leaf. It's as big as your head, bud.
Yep.
People take that little trail to get to the jetties over there, and there's more fishing, but I am not walking through there. At this point in Arkansas, it's already chigger and tick season. It's snake season. It's pollen season. Sweat season.
Bad season.
Everything season. So it is not the time to go traipsing through the woods. Something built a hole in the ground. We took a shower break because it's stinking hot out here and we need a shower before bed. So I do not like to shower, walk over to the shower house in the dark. But we also asked the camp host where this plaque is, and he said it's over here under a cottonwood tree. I would never have found this plaque if I didn't ask. I still have on my Crocs from the shower, so if you hear a squeak, 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 it's because my feet are wet in my Crocs. A lot of high-class stuff going on around here, people. What a weird place for a plaque. Here it is, Toad Suck Tavern. Site of tavern, established during steamboat era before Civil War. Tavern frequented by steamboat deckhands and passengers while boat docked to take on fuel from local woodlots. Operated by various owners intermittently, legally and illegally. Tavern in operation until shortly after turn of century. Log structure destroyed by tornado May 4th, 1908. Okay, now we know. Here's part of the campground. This is C section, and that is the shower house we were using. Our camper is over here, so that's the grass you have to walk through to get to the shower house. Ugh, gnats. The thing about camping next to the Arkansas River is that you have an abundance of bugs, like these gnats that keep trying to go up my nose. And I meant to show you this campground, camp area. This is the only one in the woods. The rest of them are along the river. I am going to the camper, and I think I'm just gonna call it a night and go in where there's AC before I ruin my shower and break a sweat again. See y'all tomorrow. Well, good afternoon. It is about 1:30. We are on our way to Toad Suck Bucks, which is a restaurant here, 5.8 miles from Toad Suck Park. It's a legendary restaurant around here. I don't know why, but we're gonna go find out. Everybody says we have to try it, so we're gonna try it.
Continue on Arkansas 60 West for 1 mile. Take the next right onto Stony Point.
Are you hungry?
Very hungry. I've had yogurt and cottage cheese all day, and it's 1:30, and I have read that they have incredible steaks, so I plan on eating a piece of a cow. Just saying.
We still have 1.5 miles to go. This restaurant is way out here. It looks like we're gonna be getting close to the river though. This restaurant's definitely not on any sort of main road. All right, there's the river, Arkansas River. So we are close to it. You can't see it very well because of the trees.
This is the lady that's from All About Arkansas.
Tell us what you got.
Fried pickle chips. Very good.
We also got fried green tomatoes. It's been a long time since I've had fried green tomatoes. And these are good, don't you think?
Yeah.
They're good. Ooh. I can't use that one. Good job. You made it.
I got a slightly over medium porterhouse steak, and I've heard a lot about it, so I'm excited to try.
It's massive. I got this tamale dinner. And we have a junior toad burger, which we already took the tomato off so she could eat it. Fried shrimp and chicken fried steak. Well, we just left Toad Suck Bucks. It was good. Worth the drive out here for sure. Every time you go over gravel, I go, We are on the east side of the river now at the Toad Suck Ferry Lock and Dam Park, because the actual Toad Suck Ferry is here. This used to be the only way that you could get across the river before the bridge was built. A lot of my followers though have told me that they remember riding on this ferry. They remember traveling on it in cars. Of course, you could also just take a walk or take a ride standing on it. Ooh, bugs. This is the Toad Suck Ferry. You can see the ramp where you would drive up. And then if we go around this way, looks like a paddle wheel. I guess that's how it was powered. We were thinking about our truck being a 3/4 ton truck and how not too many of those would fit on this. Ooh, fly attacking me. There must have not been as much traffic back then because it would take a really long time waiting on everyone to get across the river on this. This is an anchor, and it says it's dedicated to the brave members of the armed forces who serve the United States of America with honor. This is from 1990. And Timothy thinks he can pick up the chain.
We'll see.
Oh, you can pick up the chain.
That's a lot of change. If it was longer, like it
No. Well, we have a lake on our site this morning. It was supposed to be raining when we got up, but thankfully it didn't. So we got to sit outside for several hours. But then it rained pretty steadily for about an hour, and now we're sitting in a lake. We noticed that the campsites on either side of us are not like this. So this particular campsite here at Toad Suck, B3, forms a lake. Next to the truck, we have a lake, so we can't get in on that side. All these landscape blocks just block in all of this water around the picnic table, so you can't go on that side at all. It's deep. And then behind the camper, where the electric pole is, our entire electric cord's laying in the water. The joint is not. I've propped it up on wood, but this is all just deep. We're packing up today to leave. Actually, we're already mostly packed up. We just have to hitch up. and then try to get out of here without getting too terribly wet. Looks like someone else is coming. Ooh, wonder if they're trying to come here. So they are coming here. Note though, check-in is at 4.
Can't show up.
Check out is at 3. So just because you come at 1 o'clock does not mean this is your campsite yet. A lot of people do that though. They get to campgrounds early, and if no one's there in your campsite, then you can go ahead and back in. It's typically not an issue. But if someone is in your campsite, they can be there until checkout time. In this case, it's 3 o'clock. What time is it now?
12:30.
Yeah, it's like 12:30, so I don't know what they're gonna do.
They're gonna have to wait.
Don't get anywhere too early.
You're not guaranteed till 4
Yeah.
is check-in, because the gate host can, if they want to, not let you check in until 4. It's up to them.
Yeah.
They can tell you have to check in after 4
And we don't check out till checkout time. Like a lot of people will leave
in the morning.
early in the morning so they can drive home, but we usually stay till checkout.
Live it up. In this case, live
Yeah.
it up in the lake.
We- yeah. Thankfully, the temperature is not terrible, so he can just go park it somewhere and sit. But you would not want to get somewhere too early in the heat because you would not be able to plug up. We've got a barge coming into the lock, and it looks triple wide. Huge. We've packed everything up, and we came over to the boat ramp and parked here to get out of our campsite. The people that were going to camp in our campsite apparently changed their mind and switched sites because they're right over here in C section now. They decided that they did not want to camp in the lake that we were sitting in. But we've been here because there is that very same barge is still in the lock, and it hasn't.
Oh, it's moving. It finally, I think, reconnected to the other half, and now.
Yeah, it took forever for it to reconnect the two pieces and come out. We were hoping to see it, but we ran into some fishermen who said they're watching the radar and the storm is on its way. I think I can hear it thundering now.
And we met.
So we really need to get home.
And we met Bill.
Yes, we met a fisherman named Bill.
Who was from Nebraska but retired to Arkansas, which a lot of people do retire here, 20 years ago, and he's fishing, and so we're talking to him about his experience with relocating to Arkansas, which was fun.
Yeah, he comes out here and he said he fishes. That's Bill in the purple shirt. Hi, Bill. He said he catches gar, bass, brim, catfish. So anyway,
we're gonna try to beat the rain home, because apparently
Yeah.
there's more storms coming.
We're gonna load up and get out of here. Everybody say bye, Toad Suck.
Bye, Toad Suck.
Yeah, we have got to. We've got some weather coming, so we have to get back towards the Little Rock area quickly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, a huge thank you to our Patreon members for supporting this video.